Hello, welcome to the Caribbean Celebrity Show, which is hosted by King Cash Flow and Mr. X. Sit back and enjoy tonight's entertainment, brought to you by Bomb Drop Studio UK.
If you're a Caribbean artist, it's time to shine on the world stage. Here's how. Hey, Caribbean artists, want to unlock worldwide fame? Then it's time to harness the power of networking and social media. Imagine your art reaching fans across the globe. Sounds amazing, right? Social media platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter are your new best friends. They can connect you with international audiences, industry pros, and other artists. Share your work, tell your story, and build a fan base beyond borders. But wait, there's more. Ever heard of the Caribbean Celebrity Show? Every Sunday, Cash Major Flow hosts this online sensation, showcasing the best Caribbean artists and culture. And guess what? You could be a guest. It's the perfect platform to shine and get noticed. So what are you waiting for? Embrace social media, network like a pro, and grab your chance to be featured on the Caribbean Celebrity Show.
Hi, it's Nicki Minaj, and I just want to thank you for coming on the program today. And to make you aware on this show, the sky is the limit. Don't ever underestimate the power of the internet or doors that open when you connect with Cash Flow and Mr. X.
Yes, greetings, folks. Welcome to another episode of the Caribbean Celebrity Show with my co-host, Mr. X, all the way in Switzerland. Give us something in Swiss. Give us a little introduction. While you haven't done that first. Give us a little introduction in Swiss for our Swiss and our German-speaking audience.
Welcome in the Caribbean Celebrity Show. Yeah.
Okay, and
Alice good. Wolfe, Alice is good.
Alice is good. Yeah, you've been trying to teach me some German, but you know, it's a very challenging language. I'll stick to the English and the French. But folks, tonight we have an amazing show. And when I say amazing, we have a top-tier celebrity in the house. And yet again, we visit the lovely region of Trinidad and Tobago. I think Trinidad and Tobago is a land of talent because there's so much talent that have emerged, you know. And folks, this is an exclusive. So as you join the live, don't forget to share the live, comment, interact. If you have any questions for our guest tonight, you know what you have to do. Just comment and ask. But I want to take in some music before we start. Mr. X, you were so excited, like myself, when I told you the guest that we have today. And you started sending me songs. And I was like, you know, this man has a catalog of hits. Folks, it's my great pleasure, without further ado. I don't even take too much time. But let's bring on the man of the hour, our guest tonight, Mr. Bindley Benjamin. Welcome to the forum. Welcome.
Thank you guys for having me on the show. You know, it's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, man.
The pleasure is ours. And tell us where you're joining us from.
Well, like I said, I'm from Trinidad and Tobago, but the smaller island, the beautiful part of Trinidad and Tobago is Tobago. Okay?
Right. Yeah, man.
I'm from the island of Tobago.
Wonderful. So you're an ambassador for Tobago. So
Yes.
obviously a Tobagonian, right?
Yes, okay.
And what part of Tobago are you from?
Right in the heart of Scarborough.
Scarborough.
In Scarborough,
Wow.
yes.
That is one of the places we intend to visit very soon. So, you know, what can you advise us as the first thing that we should do when we visit Scarborough?
When you come to Tobago, we have some of the most beautiful beaches in the world, so please walk with your beach clothes, you know. You must take it to Store Bay and to Pigeon Point, and of course, to give you some of our lovely delicacies, you know, crab and dumpling, and, you know,
Wow.
The kind of Caribbean food that will make you really get spicy, make you want to dance.
Wow. And where is one of the spots for entertainment? What's the hangout spots that we could go to get some great music and great ambience?
The Shade. I'll be going to go at the Jade Monkey Bar and Grill.
Wow. Monkey Bar and Grill. Wow. So let's get to know the man behind the music. And folks, I want to play one or two songs of his. And like I was saying to someone earlier, you cannot have a party, especially around Christmas time, without the anthems. And I feel so honored that you actually, you know, some people might say, well, this November, wait till December. But no, we starting the vibe. We're starting officially bringing the Christmas spirit. We officially bringing that from tonight. And we have the Parang King. Let me tell you, the Parang King. So we want to take a song that I'm sure some of you have heard that song, and then you may ask yourself like, wow, that's the man behind the music. And we will get in his brain tonight. We will get to understand, the formula for the musicians and for the producers in the house. We want you guys to ask questions, and pick his brain tonight. We really want to get to know the man tonight. So I'm gonna play one of these songs, and I want you guys to tell me, give me a little bit of your experience with that song. Where you first heard that song. Let me just cue it up there. When you first heard that song, if it brings back memories for you, yeah. Let's play one of these songs. I feel in the vibe. It's an honor. Mr. X, I'll give you the honor to introduce our guest tonight, and I'll allow you to ask the first set of questions. So let me compose myself.
No. He has to introduce himself first to the fans. He has to introduce himself first. Yeah, man.
I am Bentley Benjamin from Tobago, and the Calypso fraternity. You give yourself a Calypso name. I'm Bentley B. The B for Benjamin.
Wow.
And I've been performing from the age of 14 years old.
Wow.
And at Christmas time, the Parang Soca came about by a merger of the Calypso, the Soca Calypso, like hot, that Soca, and then the Parang flavor from our Spanish ancestors from Venezuela. They have Parang music, Parandero, So we merged the Soca and the Parang. And the first Calypsonian to do that successfully was Calypsonian Crazy. Edwin Ayong.
Crazy.
So he's the guy who actually started the Parang Soca thing. And then we, the younger ones, we sort of look, Crazy alone can't be out there doing that. So we came up with, for instance, since Crazy made that, I have composed 16 Parang Soca songs so far. 16.
Wow.
And of course, the number one song, the number one Parang Soca song is, Santa looking for a wife. Santa looking for a wife. That's the best.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite.
That's my favorite. I want to try to run it there. I have it queued up. Let's see if I could run it. But tell us a little bit before we go into the music. Tell us a little bit more about yourself. As into your journey into music, how did it start?
Well, I'm from a childhood days. I was an entertainer from about 14 years old, a limbo dancer, a folk singer, a composer at age 14 at secondary school. So music has always been, entertainment has always been in me. And from the time, like I said, one idea might just come to my head and said, Parang Soca, I have to make a tune called Parang Soca. So and then everything just comes together, the lyrics and the music, and what has been happening to me, like for instance, when I was growing up, I love the French zouk music, that sort of a zoo.
Okay.
Because Tobago, we have a lot of French plantations in Tobago, like Lambeau and Le Cateau, and you know, these places, you know. So that, I mean, we like dance with the French dances, like the ballet and the quadrille sort of thing.
Wow.
So the French in me and the Tobagonian in me and the Trini in me, you know.
Wow.
It's a mixture of the whole entire Caribbean.
That's amazing, because you mentioning some different things there, and I thought that was more unique to us in the French-speaking Caribbean. You know, so to see that as part of your culture or your inspiration for your music, that's awesome. That's amazing. You know, and
yes,
so you write your own songs.
I write my own songs. Yes.
Wow. Give us a little bit of the creative process for you. How do you find inspiration to come up with a new song?
Well, like I said, I might just be I might be sleeping, you know, and then the music comes to my head, and I get up and I record it, and I go back to sleep, because sometimes if I don't do that, when I wake up in the morning, something came to me and I didn't record it, you know, or I might be in the backyard, you know, doing some chores, and an idea comes to me. So, I mean, I just run inside and put it on paper, because, like I said, I'm always, you know, something is always in my mind. Some music thing is always in my mind. When I'm singing, humming, or whistling, you know, and sometimes I start whistling, I think, and the thing about it is that, I mean, the different parts, you know, parts for the keyboard, a horn line, they all come in my head. So when I go to the studio, I just tell the guy, look, try this and see how it sounds. Try this. Because, like I said, it's a crazy thing. And if I don't get it out, I can't feel comfortable. The idea in my head, I must get it out, because, for instance, I've been composing since I'm 14 years old, and now I'm in my late 70s, and I mean, I'm still composing.
That's amazing.
So as a veteran, when is your favorite time of the day do you create music? I think there is a trick in that.
Anytime.
Anytime. Okay.
I might be driving along the highway. I might pull aside, you know, and say, well, look, let me put this on tape. I always have a recorder, you know, so because, like I said, you know, when it comes to you, you have to save it.
Yes.
Because, I mean, it's an inspiration, because, I mean, like I said, you don't set out yourself and say, look, I'm going to write about the princess or the prince or whatever. Things just come to you like that, you know. And I mean, like I said, it's a God-given gift, because, like I said, I mean, I might be just doing anything and just something just hit me, and I just go off and record it, you know, and save it. If I don't do that, because, like I said, you know, I might not remember it.
Right.
And then, so I just go back to it and, you know, try to refine it, and then put it together, the lyrics and then the music and the horn lines and the bass line I'm hearing. So when I go to the studio, I tell the guy, look, guy, I'm hearing this.
Bass line. That's what I like. That's what I like.
Everything comes, you know, comes to me, you know, the different lines, you know, or horn line, you know. I really can't explain it much more than that in that way. So, I think it's something I've been blessed with.
Yes, I was just about to say that. I think you have a gift. I think you definitely have a gift. The music is in you. So that way you could interpret it and explain it to the producer to say, well, I want this. So I must ask you a question. And I want to know, and I'm sure I'm not the only person. I want to know the story behind Santa looking for a wife.
Well, the story behind Santa looking for a wife, before I even started composing Christmas songs, right? I was in my home with my wife on a Saturday. I help with I'm a house husband, so I help with the chores. So I was sweeping up the house at Christmas time, and that was in 1990. And then on the radio, there's a calypso called the Mighty Terror, Fitzgerald Henry, and he has a tune started to play on the radio. Santa Claus had no wife. He living a lonely life. Santa Claus had no wife. He living a lonely life. And when I heard that, I just said, look, Santa Claus must have a wife, and that wife must be from the Caribbean. And I dropped my broom and my mop, and I start composing.
Wow. Santa looking for a wife.
So that was the inspiration.
Folks,
just those lines were my inspiration for that.
Let's take in a little piece of that song. I like how you give us this Santa hat there, the Christmas hat there, Mr. X.
Yeah, man.
So much work to do. I'm sorry for Santa. He getting down in age and he want a helper. So he looking for a wife, the ideal companion, and he know the best woman from the Caribbean. Oh, Santa looking for a wife. Santa looking for a wife. Santa looking for a wife. Santa looking for a
I have a confession. Every time that song playing, my actual birth name is Samuel. So when that song playing, I always say Samuel looking for. I don't sing it for my wife to hear though. Now, I also want to talk about that great melodic voice of yours. That voice. Are you trained in terms of, did you go to school for vocals, or how do you get your voice to be so rich and melodic?
No, but the voice, I'm having some rain in Tobago right now, so I have a bit of a difficulty hearing. But the thing about it, I heard about the voice in that, I came from a singing family. My mother was a seamstress, and she was in the choir at the church, and my father was a singer. He was also in the choir. So there was always music singing in the house. So we grew up as a singing family. So, we used to be singing in the house, the Christmas songs and, Three Little Birds and Bob Marley, some reggae and whatever. So there was always music in the house.
Okay. Wow. So just tell us, what is one of the most memorable moments for you in music?
Could you say that again, please?
I want to know, what is one of the most memorable occasions for you in your journey, your musical journey? What is one of the most memorable moments for you?
But one of the most memorable moments was in 1990. We went on a cultural tour to Nigeria, in Africa, and at that time, I was, as an entertainer, I sing all types of music, well, reggae, soca, rhythm and blues, and that sort of thing. Yeah. And I was in a band called Our Boys Steel Orchestra from Tobago. We were on tour in San Francisco, and we got in contact with the Nigerian ambassador, and he took a contingent of the band, a 14-member band, plus 14 other dancers from a dance group in Nigeria called the Wajumbi Dancers. Wow. And we were in Nigeria for a tour of 14 days. The first night we played for the military governors. We're talking about 3,000 people plus, a whole full. And when we got there, the first thing they said, we tell them we're from the Caribbean and so on and so on. They said, we want reggae music. So we said, we're going to give you some reggae music. Of course, it's all Caribbean, it's all our thing. But then we're going to give you some soca music, which is the soul of Calypso. And the soul of Calypso comes from our African ancestry, from African ancestors. The drums and the rhythms of Calypso. So when we gave them Three Little Birds and No Woman, No Cry, we dropped hot on them. Arrows hot. The place went wild. And from that night, every time we go, we want soca music. And they got it.
Soca music.
So we gave them a feeling of soca music for the 14 days we were there, and they loved it all. So the steel band and the calypso was a very, very nice mixture in terms of the rhythms. The only instrument that was invented in the 21st century, the steel pan. The steel pan was an accompaniment, vocalist, and I was the MC and performer. So, like I said, the impact that we got from that, over 3,000 plus military governors and their wives, I mean, we had them on the feet. And from then on, we had royal treatment. Royal treatment. Calypso and steel band.
Wow. Yes. That is a big moment. That's a big moment. Wow.
Yeah. So in all the songs you have, what is your favorite song to perform?
Well, at Christmas time, Santa.
Santa looking for.
We always say, but we always say that. I mean, at Christmas time, Christmas is a time for loving and sharing and giving. So we don't only sing Christmas songs. For instance, when I do a performance at Christmas time, I give them a little Bob Marley, No Woman, No Cry, My Girl with a calypso tempo. So love songs, soca love songs. It's all about love. Because what we say, the love we share at Christmas time should not only be only at Christmas time, it should be all through the year.
Yeah.
So the Christmas loving I've been preaching, the Christmas loving that we share at Christmas time must be spread all through the year.
Very well said. Very well said.
So do you have any collaboration with any other artists outside of Trinidad?
Not really. I had I haven't performed, but people have been performing my song, the cover versions, of my songs.
Oh yes.
They've done cover versions of it, Yeah.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Whilst we talk about your songs, let's take in some of your newer songs, because you have some new music this year. You have some more hits. So folks, we want to be introducing you to some of the songs. I want to start with that one, I Wanna Love You.
It's all about love. Oh, come on, baby. It's all about love. I wanna love you, baby. I wanna love you, baby. I wanna love you, baby, and you can love me right back. You can love me right back. Girl, you are so sensual.
I'm a vibe boy.
You overflow with sex appeal. It's only natural to wanna get physical. I'm not ashamed of the way I feel. I don't mean to embarrass you, girl. The words I say may be too fast, but the only way I know to say is straight up plain talk. I wanna love you, ooh, love you, baby.
Big song. Wow, big song. Tell us about that song.
Before you start some, let me ask him, do you have any new Christmas song for this year?
Of course, yes, we have a new Christmas song for this year.
Okay, I see some smiling. I can see some smiling.
Yeah, yes. So tell us about this one. Where was this one recorded?
This was recorded in Tobago, studio in Tobago, and the musical arrangement by a good friend of mine, Andre Davis. Like I said, we work together. We've been working together for years. I work with some of the best musical producers in the world, like Leston Paul, who did Hot for the Mighty Arrow. He's the guy who arranged Santa Looking for a Wife. And of course, I work with Frankie McIntosh out of St. Vincent.
Okay.
And he's one of the best, like I said. I try to work with the best musical arrangers and producers so that the music comes out, how we want it to come out. Yeah.
Right. I'm with that. And it shows when you listen to it, the vibe is just there, magical.
Love you, baby, and you can love me right back. You can love me right back. Ooh, girl, I've set the mood.
So for those looking, where can they find your music, your new songs? How can they find your songs?
Well, my music is on YouTube, but I'm looking for other platforms, that my music would be more available to the worldwide, audience.
Wide world.
But I'm on YouTube. Most of my music is on YouTube right now, but I'm looking for some of the other platforms that would be able to sort of exercise my my talent by sharing the music on a wider basis.
Okay. And somebody say, give me some more. They want some more music, so we're gonna give you all some more.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Your sweet loving, give me some more.
That's reggae.
Your sweet loving, give me some more. The love and tenderness we share will last more than a lifetime. I come.
Somebody say, pull up, pull it 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 up.
And that song was made especially for my wife.
Oh wow. Yeah, shout out to your wife, man. Enough respect and love.
Yeah. To me, the very air that I breathe. What they apart brings out the yearning, darling. Your sweet and tender love is what I need. Baby, I can't do without your love. Now give me some more.
Give me some more
of your sweet love.
Give me some more.
Darling, I can't do without your love. Now give me some more of your sweet love.
The wonderful music of Mr. Billy Benjamin. Yes, the hit maker out of Trinidad and Tobago. Also known as the Barang King. Some great songs, folks. Check it out.
Give me some more.
Is it fair to say that you love reggae music because you have some big reggae songs there, and most of us know Trinidad and Tobago mainly for soca music, so it's refreshing to hear that level of reggae music coming out of, Tobago.
But as I said, I'm an international entertainer. I've been traveling all over the world entertaining. I've been to Germany several times, several cities in Germany. I've been to, Sweden. I've been to Africa, all over the United States, all over the Caribbean, Canada. So as a Caribbean person, we're going to jam you with the soca to make you run, wine and jam. But of course, we're going to groove you with some reggae. And also, not forgetting, Zouk music.
All right.
We're going to jam you with some Zouk music also. We give you a total Caribbean package.
Yes.
Okay?
Wow. So tell me some of the artists that have influenced you or inspired you over the years to, to create music. Who do you listen to for inspiration?
Well, in terms of reggae, I listen to Bob Marley and the Wailers, Jimmy Cliff, some of these guys. And then, of course, in terms of my my rhythm and blues, I listen to the Temptations, Smokey Robinson, James Brown, the Godfather of Soul. So I listen to all kind of music, and of course, in terms of Zouk music, I like Kassav music,
Okay.
And I like the punta,
Yeah.
And you see, as I said, I'm from Cuba, and from Haiti. We love the Haitian music.
Okay,
so, like I said, I pride myself in being a Caribbean person.
Yes.
And I've been composing songs for all the islands of the Caribbean.
Wow.
So if I perform anywhere I perform, there's a little bit of French in me, Zouk in me, there's a little bit of patois in me.
Okay. So speaking of that, let's take it some more lovely music.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. A sweet and sexy feeling. Have me body saying yes. Yes. Soca music charming. Time to do some whining. Yes. Yes. Are you ready to party? Are
no flag. I'm looking for something to wave. I'm looking for something. Right?
Oh yes. See, Mr. X having a good time.
That's right.
The party's so exciting. We go until morning, yes. Yes. This music pulsating. We go keep on prancing, yes. Yes. Are you ready to party? Are you ready to party? If you're ready to party, we gon' rock we party. I feel alright. I feel alright. Feeling good. Feeling good.
Feel alright.
I feel alright.
Feel alright, Mr. X? Feel alright, Mr. X?
Feel alright.
You feel alright?
Good.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Well. I think it must be something in the water in Tobago. If you want to ride the heat, you have to, I don't know if it's the coconut water, or if it's the tap water. I don't know what it is, but there's something, or if it's the air, there is just something in that region that your music is so infectious. When you hear it, you gravitate towards it. I mean, in the Caribbean, it's like Jamaica and Trinidad. That's like, the two superpowers. Trinidad and Tobago, really. Trinidad and Tobago and Jamaica. When it comes for talent, you all are very blessed. I think if I'm going to have another child, I'm going to have to go and have a child in Tobago or something. So that child will be able to...
Come down in Tobago. Bathe in the nylon pool, you'd feel much younger. Okay.
This next one, Miss X, this one is called Wule Mama.
Wule Mama. From my French friend.
All right.
Give me Zuke fire.
I need a drink to calm the nerves, man. Calm down the nerves there. Calm down the nerves. So, wow. I know I have to ask. So, is it Zouk, reggae, soca? What's your favorite?
This is a Zouk. This Wule Mama is a combination of soca and Zouk. It's a marriage of the Zouk music and the French rhythm with the soca rhythm. So you see, you have the little French in between, to bring you back to say, well, yes, there's French in it. So as I said, I mean, I like to sort of experiment with music, like fuse different versions,
Yeah,
fuse the reggae with the soca, fuse the soca with the Zouk music, and of course, fuse the soca with the rhythm and blues. Because I have a lot of tunes that I do, like I got sunshine on a cloudy day, but with a soca tempo, not the rhythm and blues tempo.
Wow.
So that is what I mean. I try to create, because when I travel, sometimes people like to know. Well, they like to hear songs that they know, so I give them something like they like to do, like My Girl, but with a soca tempo.
Wow. Is there any producer or artist, somebody that's under the radar that you want to give them a little highlight, a spotlight? Because I know that you are inspiration to many, right? And I know that you are a voice that is heard. So is there any artist that is coming up that you would recommend for, that we could go out and check online, or, is there anybody that you're mentoring or working with, that we should know of?
Well, and like I said, I always like to pay tribute to the elders and tribute to the masters in the art form.
Okay.
A very good friend of mine, Alston Cyrus Beckett from St. Vincent, Calypsonian.
Yes.
Gabby from Barbados. Yeah, Gabby from Barbados. The Red Boys from Barbados. You know, I was in a group with the drummer from that Red Boys group, called a fella called Coppin, right? So as I said, you know, I like to pay tribute to the elders, and I try to tell the youths, I mean, you must do your own thing. And of course, in terms of Calypso, the Mighty Sparrow Kitchen, and of course, the Tobagonian Bread, the Mighty Shadow.
Mighty Shadow.
When you have something in you, bring it out. Don't try to sound like anybody else. Sound like, you know, do your thing. Do the music your way. Whether it's a two-line chorus or whatever it is, just bring out what you have in you. And, you know, you must be original. Don't just try to sound like anybody else, that sort of thing.
Right.
You must have your own brand. Have your own brand.
Own brand. I like that.
The youngsters, you know, whatever you want to do it your way. Right? You'll get some help from me and others. They say, well, look, you should refine this and you should refine this and so on. But you must be you. You must be part of your music.
Facts. I love it.
Yeah. So are you taking part in Calypso competition in Tobago?
No, I started off, you know, singing a Calypso as a competitor in 1986. I had a tune called the Calypso Hall of Fame. That's in 1986, okay? And I made it to the Skinner Park semifinals, and it was a reserve for the finals. That was my first year in Calypso competition. But then I said Calypso competition, it kind of limits you in that you have to sing a lot of patriotic songs.
Very true.
I've sung a lot of patriotic songs, but not for competitive aspect, you know. Just for instance, to make sure, you know, like when I say living in the land of milk and honey, even though we had no money at the time, you say, well, look, our culture, our steel band, our Calypso, our oil and gas, these are assets that we have. So we should look at this thing as, you know, to bring money to the country rather than looking at to borrow money from the IMF.
Yes.
So we say we live in a land of milk and honey. Milk and honey overflowing, that would keep we nation growing. Living in a land of milk and honey. So you see, when I say, look, I tell people, I try to give advice in songs. For instance, I say, look, no matter where you are in this world, do not let success go to your head and spoil your living. I say, look, don't let the sweetness of success spoil your life. Don't let it spoil your life. Don't let it spoil your life. Don't let the sweetness.
This one on the keyboard there, boy.
Yeah, man.
You know, so I try to give, you know, like I said, you know, social commentary, so people can really listen to the music and learn and say, well, look, I wouldn't let success spoil my life. I must still be humble, be honest and honorable, and try to do good to all persons, right? So don't let success go to your head, and you know you come to be a wajang, you know, of snubbing people and that sort of thing, you know.
Yes, true.
You must still have that human touch in you. Yeah.
Wow, amazing. So I want to ask you, for example, I mean, some people believe in astrology and these things. What is your birth sign? Just for anybody who's out there wondering.
Aries around. Yeah.
Okay, wow. That's the second Aries you bring already. Sam
on the show. Yes.
Okay.
Very powerful. Very powerful people. Aries are very powerful.
Yeah, that's the second Aries. Yeah.
So let me ask. Apart from music, what is some of the things that you enjoy in your pastime? What do you what if you're not making music? What is something that you do as a leisurable, you know, activity?
Well, I was a public servant in my career, my public service days. You know, I was a public servant. I was an auditor, a budget analyst, and an accountant. Finance, you know, so, you know, in the finance field. I worked in the finance field, you know, in the public service. But like I said, outside of that, my public service career, even when I went as a public servant, I used to save my vacation and go on tour with our boys during my vacation, official vacation. And I go on tour and do shows with, you know, because, like I said, culture has been my life. Like I said, from 14 years old, I was a limbo dancer, a singer, a drummer, and I actually helped, to buy my own school books at secondary school by dancing limbo and by singing and drumming in the hotels and that sort of thing. So culture I owe a lot to culture, and culture has caused me to travel, to so many countries. Like I said, to Africa, to Sweden, to Germany, London several times, all over the United States, throughout the Caribbean, Canada. So like I said, culture. I mean, when I'm not, culture is my thing. I look at sports, cricket, and thing now and then. But when the West Indies is winning, I look at that. But but I'm not sports fan at that. But I take part in these things.
Okay. Do you play anything like dominoes or any of those things or any of those activities, or that's not your thing?
A little card game now and then, not for money, but
not for
a little
money.
Romanian thing now and then,
Okay. Wonderful. So what advice do you have or what advice would you give a younger version of you coming up in the music business?
I always try to tell the youngsters, you cannot get to where you are with mediocrity. Whatever you do, you practice your craft. You practice singing, deep breathing, you exercise, you do, because when you go on stage and you perform it for an hour and a half, you have to be in contact with the audience, have that audience moving all the time. So you have to be physically fit. So know what you eat, and when you go on stage, don't smoke anything, don't drink anything because you can only put out what you practice. And when you go out there on stage, you have to remember exactly what you have to do, and you can only do that with practice. Because if you go out there and you're high, I've never been high on stage. I'll get high on my music,
right?
But I will not get high, physically, mentally, right? But and I always try to tell the youngsters, I mean, practice your craft to perfection, and get somebody who would be able to sort of guide you to put you on the right track. How to hold a microphone, how to react with contact with your audience, that sort of thing. And you always tell yourself, well, look, even though you're poor in life, poverty is no excuse for crime. Even though you're poor, you must be honest and meaningful in anything that you do. Because, I mean, you could be stained wrongfully, or you might be stained badly when you commit a crime or something like that, where people find that you're dishonest. So honesty is the best policy.
True. I second that. Let's take in a little bit of soca dancer, and you'll tell us about that song.
Come on, let we soca. I'm the soca dancer. Come on, let we soca. I'm the soca dancer. Come on, let we soca. I'm the soca dancer. Come on, let we soca. I'm the soca dancer. I want soca. I'm the soca dancer. Give me soca. I'm the soca dancer. I want soca. I'm the soca dancer. Give me soca. I'm the soca dancer. Yes, I am the greatest soca dancer. Dance with me to get your greatest pleasure. Guaranteed to make your whole body move. Dance around, sing along. Do it all day.
Arrangement. I love the arrangement there.
Kelly, there's a little bit of a zouk, there's a sort of zouk flavor in it,
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that.
So to a promoter or DJ who wants to link you, how can they contact you?
Well, I'm at bindleybenjamin@hotmail.com, BINDLEY BENJAMIN @hotmail.com, all lowercase, and my phone number, the international code, and 1-868-683-8745.
All right, folks, we want you to continue to support the music. Please check out his songs online on YouTube. DJs, we're gonna be sending some of the songs your way, so we want you to push the songs, and support the vibe, because let me tell you, We are here with a living legend. We are here with an icon in the business. And what I like about you, you're very humble.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Very humble.
Well,
I really admire that. I like to
that's
see
my
that.
upbringing. I'm a friendly person.
Yes.
I'm not arrogant. That sort of thing. I'm a people's person.
Yeah. I mean, we interview quite a lot of guests, and some of the upcoming artists, they come and they might have a little 5 minutes of fame, a little song that's buzzing for now, and they come on this like, there's just, what I mean? They're as if like they've accomplished so much already, and that they're only starting off. Unlike yourself, who's established, grounded, a staple, a hit maker in the business, and you're so calm and composed, and so like this is everyday business for you. This is, what I mean. So I applaud you on that. It's really a pleasure.
I said I came from a very humble upbringing, and I said I never tried to say that, to be, somebody up there, where the air is. I always like to be a humble person. If fame comes to me, it must be through my work and my humility and what I've actually earned, not just but to. I don't want people to build me up because because the songs are popular. I like to be a person you can meet me. Bentley B, how you doing? I'm cool, man. What's up? That kind of thing. Like I said, I'm a people's person.
Right. Wow. What is one of the things that you would like to see for the music industry in your hometown? What in Tobago? What is one of the things that you believe can be an improvement for artists in their career and exposure? What is one of the things you find that is needed?
Well, I look at Trinidad and Tobago because of my cultural upbringing. I look at Trinidad and Tobago as the culture capital of the world.
Okay.
The culture that we have created, the steel band, the calypso, the chutney soca, the limbo dancing, that sort of thing. And I'm thinking that, because of our culture, because of our cultural heritage in terms of the ethnicity, we are very, very talented in sort of bringing all these things in a cultural form and package it, for the international market. For instance, when I've been on tour with our Ball Steel Orchestra, we played it at the University of Southern Texas as a demonstration. And while we were there on a Wednesday afternoon, on the Friday night, the Jamaican government, they had gotten Kokoti, Buju Banton, Gregory Isaac to do tours of the historically black colleges in the United States. So they were doing this college circuit. And they were making a lot of money because if, for instance, they had the concert that was held at the Texas University, Southern University, if you had 1,000 paying students at $10 each, that is $10,000. The Jamaicans would have gotten $7,000, and the student guild would have gotten $3,000. But those guys sold their T-shirts, their bandanas, their records, whatever, their flag, whatever. So what I'm saying, if we have cultural artists, like our steel band going abroad, our calypsonian going abroad, our zouk artists going abroad from St. Lucia, from whatever, on tours, they can actually earn a living in the college circuit, a meaningful living, right? So that they would be able to actually their craft would be able to sustain them. But most artists have a second job because they cannot depend on the artists. When you look at the entertainment scene, look at Lil Bow Wow make one tune and he's a multimillionaire. We have to get our Caribbean people to be coming together to really showcase the culture of the Caribbean because I love the reggae and I love the rhythm and blues. But the soca and the zouk, you can't sit easy when you hear that. You gotta move, right?
Yes. It's across the different genres. It's like a balance. It merges the different genres together. And you have soca music and you have zouk and you have that blend. So like the Latin could enjoy it, the French could enjoy it, the English could enjoy it. It's a balance. But you brought some very valid points in terms of artists being able to be sustainable through what we call cultural exchange, going out and performing your music, and people are willing to pay to see that. And especially you also mentioned branding, wherein having your
Branding,
merchandise,
yes.
having something to sell, because we realizing it's more than just making music. Gone are the days where you just make a song and then you could rely on earning from sales. Right now, you practically have to be giving music away for free just for attention because of the amount of music that is coming out there. You basically streams is pennies. So, artists need to be in a position where, even if it's collectively or together, they travel and they could showcase their music as part of a cultural exchange or a cultural, extravaganza. So the powers that be the government as well have to see it also as a industry where we can use to showcase what is ours, our talent, our people and stuff. And that is one of the reasons why we started this program. It's because we believe in giving people their flowers whilst they're around to enjoy it. Smell it. Because you see, when we are gone tomorrow, okay, God forbid, it's part of the natural process. We're not here forever, but when we are gone, people will come on Facebook, oh, I love his music, I love this, oh, you know what I mean? And then to give the support whilst you are there where you could see it and appreciate it, they don't do that. You know what I mean? So we feel blessed that we could have you with us tonight. I'm honored and I'm ever so grateful and thankful. I admire your humility and I appreciate your contribution to the culture. I am not from Tobago, but I'm proud. I could call you my friend, I could call you my brother, because I've been listening to your music.
Yes.
You understand? I've been enjoying your music, and to actually get some of your time and to get to know you a little bit better. I really appreciate that. So I'm hoping all those who will actually see the live or the repost of the live, they will actually appreciate. And we, on behalf of Caribbean Celebrity Show, I really want to say to you, thanks for your contribution and continue doing the great work that you're doing.
Yeah,
we are going to
yeah,
get behind
yeah,
you even more than even before, and we're going to try to show our support in every aspect that we can. But I'm really appreciative of you. Your songs are iconic, and you're an icon in the business, my brother. I appreciate you.
And thank you for the opportunity for being on the show. And you guys, I want to throw out a challenge to you guys. I will hope the day will come very soon when Caribbean Celebrity will have a Caribbean group from the Caribbean featuring some of the artists in Europe, in London, and I will actually help to put that together for you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
All right. I'm loving the sound of that. I'm really loving the sound of that. It will happen.
Yeah,
We put it out in the universe. It's so amazing, like how things sometimes happen, and it's like almost like a puzzle where different elements or different people come together, and things happen. I want to thank Prince Unique, because Prince Unique has been somebody as well I admire from back in the days, back in time, and I really want to appreciate him because he's been an ambassador for Trinbago artists, Trinidadian artists. And I really want to give my appreciation for him. And then we consider you now as part of the Caribbean Celebrity family, the Bomb Job Studio family. And this is just the beginning, my brother. This is just the beginning.
And I must say that Prince Unique is a friend of mine. We've been performing from childhood through in Tobago for many years. The club I had, a club called the Caribana Club. He was one of the premier artists there. So we are very close. Very close.
Wow. Mr. X, any final questions for him? Any final questions for him, Mr. X? I was asking him, Mr. X, if you had any final questions for him.
No, well, you said it all already, and I appreciate, he came on the show and stuff like that, And I was really impressed. I was really happy, when someone told me you were coming on the show. I said, oh my God, I'm going to meet you on the show, Yeah, and then listen to your music. Like, it made me feel like it's already Christmas.
Yeah.
Even if it's next month, yeah. They feel like it's already Christmas. So I appreciate you coming on the show, and thank you very much, for also getting to know you as well. Yeah, man. And some before you go, make sure you play Santa Fe. That's one of my favorite tunes as well.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Oh my goodness. I
But I
feel that
want to
was
thank you guys. I really want to thank you guys for having me on. And I mean, whatever I can do to make this show, well, worldwide, give me a
Yes.
call anytime, so we can
Okay.
actually do something together to sort of see
All
how we
right.
can push the Caribbean.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
man.
Wonderful. Well, folks, it's been an amazing episode, and we thank you as well for your time and your support. And look forward to next Sunday as well. We're going to have more entertainment, more new music, and another celebrity will be in the house. But, you're an honorary member of the family. So even if we have any guests and you want to come on, you have that open invitation. And from time to time, we'll be putting you on the spot. We'll just message you and we'll ask you to just join us, just so we could, find out what you up to, what you're doing. You know what I mean? So you your family now, and we welcome you on board, and we really appreciate you. Let's take in the song my co-host has requested, Santa Fe. And
Yeah, Santa Fe. Yeah, man.
yes. All right, let's take a little bit of this one. Oh, yeah, I just got a little wine there, man. Yeah, man. Folks, whew, let me take you got a little water there. I enjoyed myself there. So, folks, there you have it. Another wonderful episode, and we really want to say again, thank you. Thank you. We are big fans. You have fans worldwide. I'm sure it's a pleasure for you to see as much as, that you are loved and you are celebrated. So I want to wish you a blessed week. All the best moving forward. And yes, we'll definitely be in touch. And folks, yeah, man, enjoy the vibe. Go check out the new songs. Please, you could find, I believe, if you search on YouTube and you just type his name, as he says, Binley Benjamin, you should see songs on there. I'm not sure. Are the new ones already on YouTube? Because I didn't really see some of the new ones on there as yet.
Now we're gonna be posting them soon. The new ones, yes.
Okay. All right. So once they're posted, folks, we'll put up the link and you'll be able to find the songs on there. But again, thank you so much. And God bless. Have a wonderful remainder of your night, folks.
Yeah, man.
Thanks again, Libby.
And I want to
Pleasure's
wish
been
everybody
ours.
a Merry Christmas and a bright and prosperous New Year. Cash Major Flow.
Same to you, man.
X,
Yeah, man.
you guys
Yeah,
are
man.
wonderful. Thanks again.
Yeah, man. Respect.
Yeah, man. Let's take in one of the new ones again. Let's take in a little bit of the new ones again as we,
Santa looking for a wife?
yeah, Santa looking for.
Are you looking for, Exodus, are you looking for a wife too?
That's the question, Mr. X.
I beg your pardon?
Are you looking for a wife?
No, I'm not looking for a wife. I have a wife.
You have a wife? Oh, yeah.
I think, well, by now Santa would have found a wife with that song.
He would have found
You
a
know,
wife.
Santa would have
Yes.
found a wife by now. Yeah. What's the new Christmas one? What's the new Christmas one
I
called?
didn't sign up for you. I didn't sign up one for you as yet because it's Parang Soca for Soul. That was paying tribute to the mighty, to the mighty Edwin Ayong, the crazy, who actually started the Parang Soca thing. I paid tribute to him by starting, so he's a Parang Soca for Soul. He actually started the Parang Soca thing. So I paid the tribute to him in this song. So you're gonna be getting that soon.
Oh wow. Okay. Yes, so we're looking forward to that, folks. We're looking forward to that. And again, have a wonderful week. And God bless. We'll see you again next week on the Caribbean Celebrity Show. Folks, it's been a lovely one. It's been a pleasure.
Peace and love to everybody.
Okay.